The film begins with the introduction of a blind man named Victor. He is accompanied by Wasim, Tariq's younger brother. Tariq wants Wasim to get into the family business, but since the business is associated with unlawful activities, Wasim refuses to join. Later that night, when Wasim and Victor come out of betting, something terrible and unfortunate takes place. Wasim is murdered by some unidentified people. Victor's bravery and perceptive abilities become his undoing. Despite his blindness, he perceives the murder of his friend Wasim. Through his heightened senses, Victor identifies the killer as Russell Isaac by recognizing a distinctive perfume and the sound of a specific vehicle. His testimony leads the police to unravel a conspiracy involving Russell and Wasim's elder brother, Tariq. Victor's courage in exposing the truth puts him in direct danger. Russell, desperate to eliminate any threats to his freedom, captures Victor. In a gruesome turn of events, Russell throws Victor into a vat of hydrofluoric acid. This act is both a punishment for Victor's bravery and a means to erase any evidence against him. Marco uncovers the truth about Victor's killers through a series of emotional and violent events. Returning from Italy upon hearing of Victor's death, Marco is consumed by grief and fury. His love for Victor, the brother he cherished most, fuels his resolve to avenge the murder. At Victor's memorial, Marco openly vows to eliminate everyone responsible, including Russell, who dares to attend the service. George Peter, devastated by Victor's death, initially tries to dissuade Marco from pursuing vengeance. However, Tony Isaac, the father of Russell, manipulates Peter by offering gold biscuits as part of a deceptive deal. Unbeknownst to Peter, Tony harbors malicious intentions. During Peter's return from the deal, Dave, a henchman of Tony, ambushes him. In a shocking confrontation, Dave stabs Peter and exposes the conspiracy behind Victor's murder, implicating Tony and Russell. Though Peter survives the attack and is hospitalized, this betrayal deepens Marco's resolve. From his hospital bed, Peter confirms Tony and Russell's roles in Victor's death, giving Marco the final push he needs. Marco's thirst for revenge stems from his unwavering loyalty to the Adatu family and his profound love for Victor. Although he is not a blood member of the family, Marco sees himself as its protector. His anger, already ignited by Victor's loss, becomes unstoppable after witnessing Peter's suffering and learning the full extent of Tony and Russell's betrayal. Marco's actions against Tony are calculated and brutal. After learning about Tony's involvement in Victor's death and his role in holding Isha captive, Marco decides to make Tony suffer. By cutting off Tony's hand and using it to bait Russell with a fake suitcase of money, Marco humiliates the Isaac family. Tony's final moments are even more horrifying. Marco rigs a detonator to ensure Tony's death is both prolonged and agonizing. The combination of being hung and then blown apart is a statement of Marco's vengeance-driven ruthlessness. Witnessing Tony's grisly end and Russell's helplessness solidifies Cyrus's resolve. To him, Marco has not only destroyed his family but also challenged their authority and honor. Cyrus's background as a ruthless butcher aligns with the brutality needed to confront Marco. As Russell's adopted brother, Cyrus shares a deep bond with Tony. His pursuit of Marco is not just an act of familial loyalty but also a means to restore the Isaac family's pride and inflict the same kind of suffering Marco unleashed on them. Cyrus sees Marco's death as the ultimate revenge, both for his family's loss and his own sense of justice. Cyrus and Russell launch a devastating attack on the Adatu household during Isha's labor. Despite Peter's brave defense, the attackers massacre the family, including Marco's fiancée Maria and Isha. They brutally murder Isha and abduct her newborn child, leaving Marco gravely injured and consumed by despair. The loss of his entire family becomes the turning point for Marco, who channels his grief into a renewed thirst for vengeance. Marco, adopting a terrifying and battle-ready persona, storms Cyrus and Russell's factory. In a bloody showdown, he fights through their army of henchmen, determined to retrieve Victor's son. Marco kills Russell in a gruesome act of vengeance by stabbing him and ripping out his heart, symbolizing the culmination of his hatred for the man who destroyed his family. The climax of Marco's journey comes when he confronts Cyrus, who holds the newborn over a vat of acid. The moment is tense and symbolic, as Cyrus uses the child as leverage to taunt Marco. However, Marco's resolve remains unshaken. In a swift and brutal move, Marco decapitates Cyrus. Ensuring there is no further threat to the child, he rescues the baby moments before pushing Cyrus's lifeless body into the acid, ending the Isaac family's reign of terror. Marco leaves the factory with Victor's son, completing his mission to protect the child. However, the victory is bittersweet. Marco's path of vengeance has come at the ultimate price: the loss of his family, his fiancée, and the life he once knew. While he saves Victor's legacy through the child, the emotional scars of his journey remain indelible. Marco emerges victorious, but his triumph is marred by the shadow of his profound suffering. The post-credit scene strongly hints at a sequel. Marco, now caring for Victor's son, faces a new threat when the boy is kidnapped by a mysterious man with a ring. The unresolved ending sets the stage for another chapter in Marco's relentless battle to protect the last member of the Adatu family. Kindly subscribe to this channel, click the like and share buttons, and smash the notification bell to support this channel. Thanks for watching.